Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of the tribe, welcome. Let's get into a conversation about the value of your beliefs. Now, your beliefs are good beliefs if they are beliefs that serve you. But beliefs that do not serve you are not good beliefs, and they should be challenged. And there should be a great deal of work that is done to remove these beliefs that do not serve you. You just don't have the room for it. Life is too short for it, and your goals are too big for it, and your self actualization is too important for beliefs that do not serve you. This space in your mind cannot be shared, right? So, I'll give you an example. Your beliefs guide all of your behaviors, conscious and subconscious beliefs. Okay? This is a big deal because, let's say, you struggle with being consistent and working on the things that you know you should be working on. Now, the reason why you're not consistent, it's not because, oh, well, stuff came up and I've just been really busy. And the reason why you haven't been consistent is because your beliefs don't allow you to be. That's really what the truth is, right? Because, it's very easy to come up with excuses, but the beliefs are what we should be targeting. Now, when you have a particular goal, you are on a particular path of self-actualization, and you can't be consistent with maintaining that path. Well, how much do you really believe in it? How much do you really believe in the work that needs to be done? How much do you really believe that you will achieve the results that you desire from doing this work? Be honest about it. I mean, can you really envision, can you really see yourself being successful? Can you really see yourself being self-actualized? Can you really see it? Can you really see yourself stepping into your ideal lifestyle? Can you see it? Do you really believe in it? How strongly do you believe in it? Is it a visceral thing that you can see, feel, taste, smell? Do you dream about it? How passionate are you about it? This is important. Now, check this out. Let me give a little bit of a demonstration on beliefs in regards to what I'm talking about. If you believe that you cannot swim, you know this in the very fiber of your being. You can't do it. As soon as you touch that water, you sink like a brick. And you flail and flail and flail until you drown. This is the thing you believe in your head. Just wrestling with the thought of falling into some deep water makes your heart race. You panic a little bit. Even though you're dry, you're not even in the water. Just the thought of it, right? You feel it. You experience drowning while being completely dry. It's a strong belief. That belief is so strong, it will keep you from diving into deep water. Now, this belief can keep you safe, but it can also limit you. And it can also possibly kill you down the line. What do I mean by this? Let's say you accidentally fall into some deep water while holding the belief that you absolutely cannot swim and you will drown. The chances of you drowning are nearly 100%. The only reason why you will try not to drown and you will put every fiber in your being into swimming and staying afloat, doing whatever you can to breathe, the belief that you want to live and you need to breathe will cause you to struggle. But eventually you get tired. And the consistent effort that you put into trying to breathe, you'll get tired and you'll give it up. And that's when you drown. A lot of people are failing when they're drowning in life. This is what's happening. This is what's happening to a lot of people. You're drowning in life. You fell into some deep water. You tried to swim. You gave it your best shot. You were doing good for a while, and you got tired. You gave it up. Didn't have the energy or the strength to do it anymore. Now, there are the people who say, I cannot swim, so I will not dive into deep water because I like to live and breathe and be safe. But I need to prepare for the event that I might just slip and fall into some deep water, and that will require me to swim. It is not the deep water that I dislike, it's the drowning. I can avoid water my whole entire life, or I can learn to swim. Learn to swim. It's two different responses. If you associate deep water with your fear, you can develop a phobia of water. But you cannot have a phobia of water and just have a fear of drowning that encourages you to be good at swimming. Two different responses. One person stays away from water because they have a fear of drowning. One person learns how to swim because they have a fear of drowning. You have a choice. But you know you can't swim. Well, why can't you swim? Well, it's because I never took swimming classes. Well, maybe you should take swimming classes. See that? You see that line of reasoning? How you follow it? Life is about getting equipped, right? Getting ready and staying ready. Being prepared for life ahead. Being prepared for whatever happens in the road ahead. When things go sideways, but you are armed, you are equipped to deal with it. So you take the swimming classes rather than just staying out of the pool. You can apply this to swimming. It doesn't necessarily have to be swimming. It's just an example. Learn to swim. Here's a popular belief. My whole family has been big. My whole family's fat. I'm fat. My parents are fat. My siblings are fat. My parents' sisters and brothers are fat. My parents' parents are fat. It's just a thing in our family. We just have bad genes. Seems like the perfect recipe to stay fat. If you know that you are going to stay fat, you are predestined to be fat. Why would you put so much effort into losing weight? Why? Because by default, life necessitates that you be fat because that's your destiny. That's where everybody else is. Is that a belief that's serving you or is it not? Why is my family fat, right? What's causing them to be fat? Let's take a look at the food. Let's take a look at the things that they do. Now let's juxtapose that to people who are in shape. What do they do? See the difference? Now, you can just look at what you see on the outside, your experiences. Your whole family's big and you're big too, so you're just going to be big. Or you can take it a step further. Well, my whole family's been big, but they all eat the same thing too. And they all don't exercise either. And all of the fitness experts told me that no matter how hard you work out, if your diet sucks, you're not going to lose the weight. So maybe I shouldn't be eating what the rest of my family is eating because I don't want to look like how they look. I don't want those medical bills. So I may try to lose the weight and I may fail. But what if I succeed? And then you make the decision. Is it worth it to try to succeed or do you just accept failure up front? You have a choice. Do you get equipped or do you not? And you say, well, what's the benefits of succeeding? Well, if I do succeed, I broke the cycle. I'm out. I'm free. I've escaped. I don't have to deal with those medical bills. I don't have to deal with having a limited wardrobe. I don't have to deal with the self-image issues. I'm done. I'm free from it. I'm done. Now, what if they see me break the cycle and they say, hey, what you been doing? Can you show me how to do that? What if you can pull your entire family out of that? Out of plus sizeness, out of bigness, out of obesity, out of the steep medical bills. What if you can pull them out of it? What if you have kids? You've been big and whatnot. You see your kids getting big. Well, you have a choice to make. Do you pass that cycle on to your kids? What's the choice you're going to make? See, this is how you challenge those beliefs. You challenge them. You sow doubt into those beliefs. And you make the doubt in those beliefs so big that you change your mind. This is self-persuasion. Nobody else is going to be able to persuade you. I can't even persuade you. But I can give you just a little bit of doubt in those weak negative beliefs where you might challenge them. You might. You may not. But the reason why I'm doing this video and talking about it is because you might. I understand that there is a potential that what I'm saying to you, you may take it in the right direction. Now, a lot of people don't, but there may be some people who do. And I believe that there will be some people who do. And that's why I get in front of this camera. See how that works? That's my line of reasoning. Self-actualization, self-awareness. Self-awareness is the first step to self-development. Self-development is developing yourself in order to be equipped in order to self-actualize. You have ideals and things that you want very badly, and you can be able to make them tangible. You have the ability to make them, to materialize, to manifest them. But it starts with awareness. What do you tell yourself in your head, consciously and subconsciously? Have you written your beliefs down on paper? Have you looked at, okay, what are my identity traits? And now what are the experiences guiding these identity traits? And what beliefs have I formed from these experiences? Negative experiences yield negative beliefs. So about the whole family being big, your experience is your whole family's been big, right? It's a negative experience. But you can experience other people who are not big. You can experience a different way of life. You can experience different habits and now create a new belief. And then you can say, oh, it turns out actually what I believed before, that's actually not true. You've got new information. New study's been published. This is human evolution in real time. This is self-development in real time. Starts with self-awareness. Starts with a little bit of a challenge. It starts with equipping yourself with new information, learning. That's how we build new beliefs. Put it down on paper, really talk about it. Go for a nice long walk, 2 hours, 3-mile walk or so, right? And get all of your thoughts and ideas out on the table. Be real about it. Be blunt and honest. What is it that I think? And it's important to say it out loud, really how you feel, and be honest about it. Because things that come out of your mouth are a reflection of what's in your head. Nobody says things and it's like, oh, well, that wasn't in my head before I said it. Like, yes, it was. Everything that comes out of your mouth passes through your thought process, through your beliefs first, through your presuppositions, through your frame, through your lens. So it gets filtered out. It's not like, oh, I don't know where that came from. Well, you better find out because you made that. So you got to track it back. So you go out on that long walk and you track it back. Maybe you sit in front of a camera, right? You do that black box method. Put your selfie camera on, you sit down and you go, hey, this is a note to self. Talk to yourself. Before we had high definition front facing cameras on our phones, we would talk to ourselves in the mirror. Now you can record. Technology, it's a beautiful thing. And record your thoughts. Journals used to be written. Now if you're tired of writing, you can just record, make videos. You don't even have to post them anywhere. Just record a video and then rewatch it. And when you watch yourself and you listen to the things you say, you go, ugh. You might go, I don't know. I gotta change that. You might record it today and watch it a week from now and be like, ugh. Right? You might cringe a little bit. And you know there's work to be done. Now, I don't want to go too long, but here's a popular one that I want to address. Being a morning person. If you know that the goals that you have require you to be a morning person, but you have the strong belief that you are not a morning person, guess what? You will not be successful until you become a morning person. And you cannot become a morning person when you're under the belief that you're just not a morning person. Full stop. People will ask me, you train at 5:30 in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, how do you do that? How do you get up in the morning? and I say, I open my eyes, I put my feet on the floor, and I stand up. And people laugh. They think it sounds funny. It sounds ridiculous. It's way too simple. It's got to be more than that. Well, you asked me how I get up in the morning. I just told you. But it's not what I do when the alarm goes off that determines how my morning's going to go. It's the thoughts that I bring to bed the night before. That's a big deal. The thoughts that you bring with you to bed, the thoughts that you go to sleep with, will determine how you wake up. Now picture this. Imagine you've been on point with your diet today. You finished eating at like 8:30. Your bedtime is 9:30. And 9:30 hits, you're like, yep, time to go to bed. When 8 o'clock came, you dim the lights down. You cut out the blue light. You put the diffuser on. You're inhaling the lavender. You are priming yourself to be a morning person way before that morning ever gets to you. You're priming yourself. Because it doesn't matter whether you're a morning person now. That doesn't matter. You know you need to be a morning person. So it's time to prime yourself to be a morning person. So you have to believe that you can become a morning person if you prime yourself the night before. And then you got to prime yourself the night before. This is how you do it. And you go to bed thinking, I'm going to wake up nice and early. I got my whole day mapped out. I know what I'm going to wear. I know the workout I'm going to do. I'm doing day 2 of the program or whatever the case is. I got my meal set. I know what I'm going to eat tomorrow. I know what exercises I'm going to do tomorrow. I know what reps I'm going to hit tomorrow. I know what all my goals are. I got everything laid out. All I need to do is wake up in the morning and press play. That's it. That's all I need to do. I'm primed, ready to go. I got everything mapped up. There's no confusion at all. I'm good to go. I took my ZMA. I took my Valerian route. Dim the lights down. I feel calm. I feel positive. I feel good. Go to bed. Don't be up all night watching YouTube videos and scrolling through Facebook and Instagram, blue light in your face all night and all this type of stuff. Goofing off, bright lights and everything like that. And then try to just shut the bright lights off and just go to bed immediately. You're not going to be able to do it. You got to prime yourself. You got to ease yourself into it. And the thing is, you got to prime yourself to wake up in the morning, but you got to prime yourself to go to bed on time. You see? So you got to get out in front. This is how you become a morning person. This is how you wake up on time. You get out in front. And getting out in front means it requires that you develop the belief that it can be done. And then when you have the belief that it can be done, you search for how to do it. If you've been searching for how to do it, congratulations, I just gave it to you. Now the only thing you got to do is just do it.